topic that I find myself having to address often on my social medias and anytime I show my face on an interview or anything. And honestly, in my neighborhood, in my apartment complex, when I go to the grocery store, and in general with all of my friends and everybody that I've ever gone to high school with is my age. I turned 50 in August and I feel like I look like a 50-year-old, but not everybody thinks I look 50. So I thought I'd address that really quickly here in a video that has absolutely nothing to do with the rest of my content. First of all, I get a lot of people bullying and harassing me for too much Botox and filler, facelifts, things like that. I have never once ever in my life ever had any of that done. I don't actually know what Botox is or what it does to your face. I've never had even a professional facial. Nobody has ever touched my face or body or anything for any reason. I've never had anything done. I do think that just like the shape of my skull, the shape of my face, the fact that I have like kind of chubby cheeks, adds to me not looking as old as I could. I also think it's one of the reasons why people think that I've had some type of plumping up done to my face. When I was a girl growing up, I was constantly bullied for being extremely skinny, but having big boobs and huge lips. I would try to suck my lips in because they were really, really pronounced for such a tiny little face. So partly I just think that I naturally have kind of a baby face and just kind of full lips and things like that. But I do not have any wrinkles. I have like just flawless skin. And I don't know why, but here's a couple of things that I've done. 6 years ago, when I had an anoxic brain injury after surviving and aliving myself during my divorce, which is why I'm called Life Take Two, I could no longer use any commercial skincare or personal care products at all. I couldn't use shampoo. I was washing my hair with baking soda. I had to go totally organic on everything. And I began washing my face with honey and had to get rid of everything. So prior to that time, of course, I had a whole selection of commercial skincare products, and cold turkey, I stopped using all of them. And I'll be honest, in the 6 years since I stopped using skincare products, I think I look 10 years younger. Let me be super clear. I think that my skincare products, despite the fact that they were all expensive, high quality products, were aging my face. I'll post a couple pictures here of how much older I looked 5, 6, 7 years ago, 10 years ago than I do today. The lotion and the moisturizer here are Kevin's. This honey is the honey that I use on my lips and then I use to wash my face. Then I moisturize with a little bit of argan oil. Sometimes I use organic ghee. Sometimes I use a little bit of olive oil. That's it. That's what I use on my face. Then I also have this whole rotation of weird homemade masks that I do. So at least 3 times a week, I'll use a clay mask just to kind of scrub, get a little bit of grit and cleanse out my pores. And then at least 3 times a week, I'll do a mask with one half of a fresh tangerine mixed with a little bit of dehydrated coffee for the vitamin C and the caffeine. And I just smear that all over my face. It kind of dries and then I rinse it off in the shower. I also do mashed mangoes and papayas on my face. I do a lot of yogurt and buttermilk. Like I'll just take the buttermilk in a cotton ball and just pat it all over my face and let it sit for like half an hour. Since using the buttermilk, the tone of my face has improved so much. I used to have freckles and like age spots all over the place. And after 6 years of using buttermilk a couple times a week, that's just gone. I also have aloe plants growing all over the place, and I cut off an arm from my aloe plants a few times a week before I go to bed and apply that to a clean face. I just rub the innards of the aloe plant all over, and I'll even cut off little patches from the inside of the aloe and put them underneath my eyes as like an under eye mask. And I don't actually use very much makeup. The makeup that I do use is almost exclusively organic. I love this Zuzu brand from Natural Grocers. Zuzu. And again, I don't know why people think that I look younger than I actually am, but I also eat an incredibly healthy diet. I was vegetarian for 20 years. I was vegan for 3 years of that. I was a raw vegan for 2 years of that, living almost exclusively on fresh young coconuts, bananas, sprouted nuts, and whatever I could grow in my garden. This morning for breakfast, had some overnight oats with wild blueberries, organic Jersey milk, a little bit of wild honey. I had some tuna and walnuts and olives for lunch. Oh, and some beans, and I'm about to go eat an apple. I've had to eat really, really, really healthy because I've had so many health challenges. I've had 7 surgeries in the past 2.5 years, and I'm a little bit medically fragile. Every bite of food that I put in my mouth is either to make my family happy, so I'm cooking some big dinner for them, or just purely for whatever the nutrient is that I am targeting. So, in conclusion, if you want to be 50 and look like you're only 48 or whatever, eat a very healthy diet, spend most of your life vegetarian and vegan, eat almost exclusively organic food. Oh, also stay hydrated with a Berkey filter or spring water, and get rid of all of your skincare products and just use food on your face. We got to start young. I've been hyper obsessed with health and wellness and skincare since I was like 9. Also eat lots of sardines. I do chalk my high fish and nut and raw coconut intake and all the antioxidants that I eat. I chalk some of my, I don't know, healthy young skin up to that. Wait, hold on. There's a couple more things. I drink 1/2 of a fresh squeezed grapefruit every single morning for the vitamin C. And then I chase that with collagen, and I do lots of bone broth. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, but there's a whole bunch of stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.